Hey guys, welcome back to our channel, the Moran Family TV. So I am so excited for this new year and what it has in store for me and my family. Today's video is actually a very special video because it is a giveaway video, and I am so excited because it's a 10-year before and a 10-year after collaboration that I am doing with 10 other ladies. So you will be able to see how our last decade went and what do we foresee for our next 10, and just kind of going over with you how we plan our next year, so you get to see our vision boards and just the goals and stuff that we have for the upcoming years, some of the things that we've achieved in the last years. All right, so in this collaboration I am going to list the rules and what you need to do to participate and to win that $50 Amazon gift card in the description box below. So make sure you check out the description box below so that you can know how to enter and how to win. During the video, I will have an emoji. Either I'm gonna say it or I'm gonna put it somewhere over here. I still haven't learned that yet. I'm learning it. So if push comes to shove, I will show it to you guys and I will tell you guys what it is so that you can enter the emoji, because everyone will have their own specific emoji that you're going to have to enter in the comment section below so that you can enter to be a winner for our giveaway. So if you're new here, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe below to our channel. And if you are a returning subscriber, I want to tell you thank you so much for rocking with us and staying here and sticking with us. We truly appreciate it.
From two different lives, I'm so glad that you're by my side. We gonna always ride or die, reach every goal cause we always aim high. You don't know what you mean to me, even though we might not always agree. There's no place I'd rather be. The Moran family, yeah. Moran, saved and redeemed. Moran, oh what a team. Moran, Moran, no place I'd rather be. Saved and redeemed. Oh, what a team.
So I'll kind of go over with you guys how the last decade of my life went. It's so crazy because I literally had to go through, because I'm like, nothing happened to me. Like I couldn't think on the spot like what happened in the last decade that I can talk about in a video. And it's funny because as I'm like going through 2009, I'm like, wow, a lot has happened in the last 10 years in my life that I didn't think, because all the years start, jobbling up together the older you get. So it's like when you start writing things down, that's when you start realizing like, wow, I've been through some stuff, or wow, some stuff has really happened in my life. So I did write some of it down because I didn't want to forget, and I kind of just wanted to highlight some of the things that happened. So we'll start with 2009, right? So 2009 was when I had my 10-year-old. I have a whole 10-year-old, like a whole 10 years. So I had my second son in 2009. His name is Jamar. He's an amazing little boy. Very, very, he's like sitting over here and he's like, who, me? Yes, you, son. He's just an amazing kid. So that was like the highlight of my year for 2009. I was in college, so I was pregnant in college. I was living with my boyfriend at the time, and we had a beautiful baby boy. So then now we go to 2010. And 2010 for me, what stood out was like I wanted my freedom in a sense, because I was with my high school sweetheart at the time, and so I had broken up with him and I was living my single life. Like I was enjoying being single for the first time since like 16, 17 years old. Like that's crazy. So that was the highlight for me, and gaining my independence and kind of like just living that single life, right? So then boom, jumps to 2011. And in 2011, I always make this joke and I'm just like, girl, you were having too much of a hot girl summer the year before. So God was like, let's sit that down real quick. Here's a baby. Here's a baby for you. So 2011 was when I got pregnant with my daughter. And it was like a bittersweet moment for me because, you know, again, I didn't want, you know, 3 kids. I didn't want 1 child, let alone 3, right? So, so here it is, you know, I'm in college and I'm pregnant with my 3rd child. Finding out she was a girl was like the best thing ever. Like, she slowed me down. She gave me like another sense of like motherhood. Like, I can't explain what it is that she did to me, but she changed me. You know, she forever changed me as a mother. You know, like, not that the boys didn't change me. It was just something different about being pregnant with a girl, having a daughter, raising a daughter. So, you know, she forever changed me as a mother. Like, the biggest thing about her and her birth is like, she was born on the day that my mom was murdered. Like, my mom was murdered December 23rd, 2005, and my daughter was born December 23rd, 2011. So the great thing about that for me is like, I tried to have this little girl by any means necessary. Like, if you're one of my friends watching this, you know I drunk castor oil. Like, I literally went to the extremes to have this baby because I was so ready to have this baby that morning she naturally came on her own. So to me, it was like my mom was speaking to me, if that makes sense. You know, she gave me another reason to not be so sad about that day. Like, that day is no longer a day I have to just mourn my mom, you know? So I have like a little bittersweetness to it. And what's crazy is in 2009, I gave birth to my son, and his birthday is December 22nd. So now I have 2 reasons to smile and be happy around the holidays, because that used to be like one of those things that really hurt, you know? Another thing that happened in 2011 was so crazy is I met my husband, right? So I met my husband, but I didn't know he was gonna be my husband. I met him, we worked together at a job. It was like this little Mexican guy, I always called him Mexican. This Spanish guy, this Hispanic guy sitting next to me at work, who I vented to about my problems and just, you know, like, he was my shoulder to lean on. I did not know this man, but he was a great listener. So that was the year I met my husband, who I didn't know was gonna be my husband yet, but that was the year I met him, was 2011. 2012 is when me and my husband officially started dating. So I guess I'll tell you guys that story later. Like, yeah, I'll tell you guys that story later. So that'll be one of those story times of how we met and how we started dating. We didn't date when I was pregnant or anything like that. He was literally a friend, nothing like that. But yeah, so 2012 is when we started dating. 2013 was the year I almost died in Jamaica. So if you have not seen our Never Have I Ever video, I'm gonna link it up here or up here, wherever it appears, so that you can check it out, because that story is amazing, okay? So that was the year that I almost died in Jamaica, and that is also the year I got married. So 2013 was when me and my husband officially got married. We had a court wedding, so we didn't have like the, you know, big wedding or anything. We had a court wedding, and it was amazing. So 2014 now was like a bittersweet year for me, because that's the year where, the year prior, 2013, I had a miscarriage and I had an ectopic pregnancy. So I lost a fallopian tube in the process of that. That's a whole nother story. I'll tell you guys later that too. But so from 2013 until 2014, we were trying to get pregnant, and we could not get pregnant. Then finally, when I stopped stressing out about it and stopped worrying about it, it happened all on its own. Summer of, I can remember it, I think it was like June of 2014, I found out I was pregnant with my baby Joelle. So that was like one of the highlights of that year for me. But that year was also one of the lowest years for us too, because that's when like life forever changed for us. Like the dynamics of me and my husband's relationship kind of changed, because he went back to his church, a church that we later, you know, after going through it, found out that it was a cult. And that's a whole nother story in itself that I sure that I really want to like talk about it on my YouTube channel yet, only because I know how people can be with their opinions, and it's a little bit touchy for me to really talk about all of that. But 2015 was, I would say, like the lowest point of my life. I was lost. Like, I was literally lost. My Joel was born in 2015, so that was like the only positive thing for me. He's like my savior baby, is what I call it. So 2016, I call that my freedom year. I got a job, I started saving, able to move. I moved from Florida to Georgia, and that was my way of escaping the cult. Like, we moved as a family eventually. As a whole family, we moved together to Georgia. And 2017 for us was rebuilding, you know, getting our relationship back to what we knew it could be and to what it was prior to the cult. That was also the year that we found out we were having identical twins. So here to go to the appointment for the twins. It's funny because I was telling him, like, this is my last rodeo. Like, I'm not doing this. And this is prior to me finding out I had twins. I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. This is our last rodeo, because right before this, I just lost all of my baby weight for Joel from 2015. I am a size 6'4" now. There's no reason why I need to get pregnant again and then have to do this one more time. And he was like, no, we need an even number of kids and da-da-da. I'm just like, this is it. So you better pray to God that whatever's in here is twins or triplets, because this is it for us. And long and behold, we go to the appointment and we find out that we're having twins. Not only are we having twins, we're having identical twins. Like, do you know how rare it is for people to have identical twins? Like, it was just 2018 for me. It was a year of rededicating myself to myself, because, you know, at this point I've had 5 kids in a matter of like 7 years, 6 years. And I wanted to focus on me. So that was like essentially my selfish year, where I started working out, I started getting massages more, just more self-care for myself. Like, I lost 60 pounds out of the 100 pounds plus that I gained from being pregnant with the twins. So that year was just a year of getting back to me, getting back to Natalie, like not feeling guilty about having to do and wanting to do stuff for myself because I had kids and things like that. So that was my year. 2018 was definitely my year. 2019 was a year of advancement for us. Like, it was a year of me taking my blogging serious. I think 2019 was actually the first that I uploaded my very first YouTube video of my daughter doing a Hatchimals or something like that review, blogging more. I got back into photography because I used to do photography back in the day. I let it go because of everything that was going on. I started to get back into taking pictures, getting my license, and just getting back to us moving forward and elevating and getting our life together. So that was my last decade. That's what everything that happened in my last decade. And like I said before, it's so crazy because when I thought about it, I was like, nothing happened. Like, I really can't. A lot of shit happened. A lot happened in that decade, and I overcame a lot and pat myself on the back because I'm super proud. Next up, I'm going to go ahead and start my vision board. So I'm going to show you guys what I got to do my vision board. I actually found some magazines. I went to my local nail salon place, and she had a whole bunch of magazines that she did not need anymore, and so she gave them to me, and I'm able to do this. And also, a friend of mine who works at a doctor's office was able to get me some too, so that I can have a variety of magazines. So that's how I was able to obtain my magazines. So you don't have to purchase any. Make sure you go around to like those local stores around you, because they have magazines that they want to give away. I'm using glue to stick it onto. I'm using this old picture frame to put them on. The glass ripped off. I wish the glass was still on it, but the glass broke off. So I'm gonna use this so I can put it on the wall, and scissors to cut. after we've glued everything on, this is what our vision board looks like. And I'll go ahead and go over what some of this on here means to me and what goals I have for the year. Okay, so the next 10 years, I am expecting to see growth from my family. Like me as an individual, my kids, you know, my relationship with my children, I'm expecting to see all of that grow. Like I'm thinking about it, in about 6 years, I will have an 18-year-old. Like that is insane to think about, that in 6 years, I'll have an 18-year-old. He'll be graduating high school. But in terms of what I have planned for the next 10 years, we can plan our lives all we want. Doesn't mean that it's gonna go this way. What I would like to see happen this year and what goals I have is, I would love to see my business grow. I would love to see my photography business grow. We're actively trying to buy a house, so that's top of our list. I want to work out, lose weight, be more consistent with my health, inside and out. I want to start taking care of my hair more. That's like some of the major things that's really important to me for 2020. In terms of like next year, I'm looking forward to my twins finally going to school. I will be kid-free. The highlights I'm looking for 2021. 2023 will be me and my husband's 10-year anniversary, and I'm so excited for that because we get to have a wedding. I'll try not to be too over the top with it though. Looking forward to the next couple of years. I'm gonna have, like I said, some kids graduating. I'm gonna actually have 2 graduates in the next decade. That is insane that I will literally have, in 10 years, I will have a 22-year-old, a 20-year-old, and 18-year-old. How old is Joel? Joel will be 15. Wow, Joel will be 15. And the twins will be 13. That is like so insane for me to think about. My emoji that you have to post down below is going to be a heart, because you check out the other ladies' videos that are in the playlist so that you can be entered to win the $50 gift card. So don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe below to my channel. Make sure you head over to the playlist and check the other ladies' channels, and we'll see you guys in our next video. Have you seen our latest video? If not, it's right under this box, literally. Like just click the box right below here, this box here, click it, and you will see our latest upload. And if you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe to our channel. That's over in that box. We'll see you guys in our next video.